Everybody, my name is Robin Speziale, and I'm the national best-selling author of Market Masters. It's a book that I wrote, which has interviews on Canada's top investors. So in this video today, I'm going to be talking about my purchase of Canopy Growth Corp stock. And I purchased the stock way back in 2015, and before it was called Canopy Growth Corp. This now big marijuana company, one of the biggest in the world, is publicly traded. Canopy Growth used to be called Tweed. And it was in the summer of 2015 that I bought Tweed. And Tweed was trading around $1 per share at that time. And this was before Canada's Prime Minister, a Canadian, Trudeau, got voted in. And one of Trudeau's platforms was legalization of marijuana. And that was one of the factors why I bought in to Canopy Growth. Now, another tailwind, aside from legalization of marijuana, which will take effect soon in the country, I think it's July 2018, is the fact that we're witnessing let's call it the Blockbuster effect. So when Blockbuster closed all of its stores, which company benefited? Netflix. And it was a transfer of wealth, what I would call that, from Blockbuster to Netflix. It's just a new paradigm of how people watch movies. And so I thought, this legalization of marijuana, this is going to create these big companies that will consolidate operations. They'll produce, they'll distribute, and some will retail this marijuana. And so it's almost like a transfer of wealth. A lot of people laughed at me, but from drug dealers, right? Like the drug dealer down the street, like in Toronto, and thousands of them in Canada, to these big, marijuana companies like Canopy Growth. And, do you really want to keep on buying like a dime bag from, the guy in the mall parking lot? You have no idea where the weed's from, the quality, you might be switching dealers now and then, yada, yada, right? But this is a whole new paradigm. I understood that in 2015. Now, there weren't as many pot stocks then in 2015 as there are now. There was Tweed and there was a couple others, but, I had speculated, the third factor here, that Tweed would become the leader, okay? They were pretty big market cap at that time. I researched the leader, the then CEO, but then importantly, I researched the original founder of Tweed, and a guy named Chuck Rafiki. So I looked into the founder, and he is actually best friends of Justin Trudeau, who's the now Prime Minister of Canada. Not only that, but Chuck Rafiki, the founder of Tweed, is the CFO for the Liberal Party. I don't know if he's still the CFO of the Liberal Party, but that was his position. So I thought, wow, this is quite an interesting, not conflict of interest, but what a great relationship. So it was really those three factors determined why I decided to buy a stock in the marijuana industry, and then why I decided to buy Canopy Growth. So as number one, it was legalization that I knew was going to occur. And it was that quick catalyst of Trudeau getting voted in. Okay, that sent shares up. And then secondly, it was, my understanding of this new paradigm. Okay, so it would be a transfer of, wealth, literally transactions from all these dealers to these big marijuana companies. And thirdly, it was a leader, bound to be a leader, Tweed, which is now Canopy. And what you saw recently, last year, I think it was October or November, but Constellation Brands, a big S&P 500 US company, injected about $200 million into Canopy Growth, took a stake in the company, and that was a huge vote of confidence. And so what you're going to see is that not only will Canopy Growth, they'll sell pharmaceutical grade marijuana, retail marijuana as well, but they're going to work with companies like Constellation Brands to infuse cannabis into things like drinks and beers and more consumer products. And so it's been a great stock for me. Okay, so I bought Tweed, which is, Canopy Growth, when it was around $1 per share, remember, in 2015. And it shot all the way up to $35 per share. And this just happened recently. It shot up to $35 per share in January of 2018. January 3rd, I actually sold about 80%. So I sold a majority of my position in Canopy Growth. I still do forecast the company will grow, which is why I retain this 20% position. But it's not going to be, another 35 bagger for me again. Law of large numbers. And what I'll start looking for now is, new industries with great tailwinds behind them, just like pot had for the last 3 years. And I'll look to find leaders in those new industries. Anyways, thanks for listening. If you have any questions, please comment in the video below or drop me an email, r.speziale@gmail.com, or visit my website, robinspeziale.com. Thanks a lot, guys. Happy investing. Bye.